Welcome to our little video session. We're going to spend a little time with you and get to know you. Can you tell us a little bit about your practice and how you came to be an underserved pathway mentor?
Sure. I spent 12 years practicing rural family medicine in northern Idaho for the majority of my career, and became an Underserved Pathways mentor during that time. I'd always had an interest in teaching medical students and residents, and so learners were always in my practice environment. When I found out about the opportunity to become an Underserved Pathway mentor, that sounded like something that I'd be interested in, so I signed up and have had a blast doing it ever since. So.
What do you think are the benefits of having the mentoring piece to the Underserved Pathway, both for the students and for you?
I think for the students, from what they've told me, is that they like to see, they like a place to hang what they're learning or to apply it. So as they go through the curriculum for the Underserved Pathways, they learn about all these different topics, but they're not in practice to apply it themselves yet. And so their main questions for me are, how have you dealt with this issue? So if they read about a health disparity issue, they don't really know how to apply it into their own personal world yet. And so I think that's the mentorship. They can bounce questions off of me about the things that they're learning.
Did they talk with you about career choice and career locations?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I would say that most of the questions they ask me are when they're in that stage of when they're trying to figure out what specialty they're going to go into. What do I like about, specifically they query me, why did I pick family medicine? Is it something that I've been happy doing? What are the things I like about it? What are the things that I'm not satisfied with? And so I get a lot of questions from them about that. I've practiced both rurally and now I'm practicing in Boise, so in a more urban setting, or urban underserved, and so I have those two practice settings to compare to that they ask me about that as well too. So yeah, I think they view me as a pretty valuable resource as far as questioning how did I make that decision myself.
How much effort is it for you to be a mentor?
It's not much effort at all. It's handy, especially if they're in the same state where I am. So, for example, the two students I have in Idaho now, I'm able to meet with for lunch, or I get them to come to meetings. So actually just 2 weekends ago, the Idaho Academy of Family Physicians had our meeting, and so I had my third year come to the meeting who's interested in family medicine. So really it's not a big time suck from the standpoint of having to spend a lot of time. It's mainly emails, phone calls, and then the bonus is if you can actually be in the same place at the same time and go out to lunch. The students that are in Seattle, every time I'm in Seattle, I call them and we try to find time to have lunch. So it's really not a time drain at all.
So you've mentioned a couple times that you think it's a blast.
Mm-hmm.
What's the blast factor?
I think just having an opportunity to interact with our future physicians that are being shaped. They're like little seedlings right now, or I would say stem cells, and so I think it's really fun to be able to be a part of their development as they go through the development of their becoming a physician and then their career development. So I feel like I get a lot back for the very small amount of time that I put into this. I get a lot more back.
Well, thank you. We really appreciate that you've been a mentor all these years and hope that you'll continue.
Great. Thank you.